it's crazy because we live in a world now where honesty is not as prevalent as it used to be. Now, I'm gonna give you a quick secret real fast, really quick secret. Why do you think a lot of younger women love older men? Number one, of course, it has a lot of facets to it, right? A lot of different nuances. But one of them is, stability, of course. But I believe that one of them is because we are honest. A lot of women, it's crazy because it depends on how honest you are, right? Now, the honesty is different. I'm going to break it down in this episode, but the honesty is different. But if you fellas would just really be honest with the woman, I promise you would get more than what you bargained for. I promise you that.
Man, you are really encouraging me, motivating me, inspiring me. God is really using you to help me out.
What's going on, family? I want to welcome you to AOS, the podcast. I'm your host, Mr. AOS Inspires. This is what I need you to do. We're on every single platform, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I need you to go and subscribe and follow us right now. We drop content every single day that'll help you with your life, because our mission here at AOS, the podcast, is to empower the world to never give up, one conversation at a time, one interview at a time, one video at a time, to help you live life at the next level. I want you to live life on the next level. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you that's watching this episode. This is going to be a dynamic episode. I need you to dive in. Do me a big favor. I need you to like, share, and comment. Don't be a stranger. Comment with us. And this is what I need you also to do. I need you to copy this link right here on this podcast, this episode, and share it with at least 10 of your friends. I promise you, it's going to help them out. Let's jump into the episode. What's going on, family? You guys are so amazing. It's your boy, Mr. AOS Inspires. This is AOS, the podcast. I'm your host, AOS Inspires. Listen, I got another one for the books, y'all. I mean, this is going to be really heavy for you. A lot of you guys. A lot of you guys are not honest with women. And I don't know why. And I'm going to flip it too. Ladies, a lot of you ladies are not honest with men. And you wonder why things happen the way it does, right? So y'all forgive me. We're in the midst of changing the podcast setting. We try waiting for these chairs that we ordered to come in, so that's why it look a little different. No, it doesn't. It looks the same. I'm in a different chair. That's what it is. But anyway, fellas, fellas and ladies, you lied to the guys a lot, right? I just want to share this with men and women. Stop playing. Let's put this on hold. Stop playing with people's emotion. I need y'all to stop that right now. Why? Because this can lead to you being killed. This can lead to your life being destroyed. This can lead to some dangerous stuff. Stop, fellas and men. I mean, fellas and men, the same thing. Fellas and women and men. Right? Stop playing with people's emotions. Now, I opened up a conversation in the introduction. I was like, hey, why do you think a lot of young women love older guys or like older guys? Because older guys, number one, it's a lot of facets to it. Like I said before, it's a lot of facets to this thing. But one of the main things, in my opinion, is that older men are honest. Listen, peep this, right? A lot of younger guys will not love this episode, but a lot of mature younger guys will appreciate this episode. But older men are more honest than younger men. Or let's just, I'm not going to say, there's no young honest men, but, as a ratio, as a statistic, as data proves, younger men are not honest. They will lie about what they want and what they desire from this woman. An older man, he's going to be honest with her. I'm going to be honest with you up front. I'm going to now, when I say honest, because a lot of people look at honesty and just say, hey, I'm going to be committed to her, or I'm going to lie to her about being committed to her. I'm going to lie to her that I don't have no other females. I'm not talking about that type of honesty. However, let's deal with that type of honesty since I'm here. Now, women appreciate the honesty of a man so that they can make a decision if I still want to deal with them. And a lot of y'all like, no, that's stupid. No, that's why you have a lot of side chicks, because some women don't mind being side chicks. However, I'm not promoting this, but if you're honest with the woman up front to let her know, listen, I got a main situation and I'm not leaving this main situation, but I really want to kick it with you. I really want to, get to know you better and spend some time with you and, be cool with you. And we do what we do and we have fun, right? A lot of women will go for that because of your honesty. Now, what messes up a lot of guys, younger guys particularly that cheat, because they don't let them know that they listen. I've spoken to so many women and they would say that they dealt with guys and they did not know that they were married. As a matter of fact, since I'm here, I saw this episode, well, not an episode, but I saw this video. This girl, she had took her phone out, light-skinned girl and a dark-skinned dude. And the caption read, I'm exposing all of these married men this year that's cheating. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I don't like that. And the reason I don't like that, because you knew what you signed up for. So for whatever reason, you got in your feelings. Now, maybe he's not spending the time that you would like, or maybe he's not spending the money, because that majority of his money has to go, especially if he don't live like that, don't ball like that, has to go to his main family. Now you're all in your feelings. Now all of a sudden you have enjoyed the ride up until this point. Now you want to expose him. I have no respect for that. Don't get on the ride. Now, even though I don't agree with the ride, but don't get on the ride and enjoy the ride in the beginning, but soon the ride takes a curve that you don't like or a bump that you don't enjoy. Now you want to expose his whole operation. That's trash to me. Like, you knew what you signed up for before you signed up. Women are good for that. Fellas, y'all good for it too. You could be the side dude and get all in your feelings because you really want her as the main chick and you want to be the main dude, but she already had a main. Like, you knew what you signed up for before you got involved. That gets under my skin every single time. When a woman wants to expose a person that they have been cheating with because they can't get something. You like a little kid. You all in your feelings because you couldn't get what you wanted. It is what it is. But let's get back to this discussion. Women love guys that are honest. Period. I've seen it time and time again. Now, since we're dealing with, I'm still talking about dealing with the honesty of dealing with the woman, committed or non-committed. I've seen guys tell women, and we've seen it in movies time and time again. And I believe that things that you see in movies, sometimes it's just movies, but it's reality somewhere, right? I've seen men that have told women, listen, I really, really like you, but I'm dealing with another woman as well. She's not my main chick, but I'm dealing with another woman. And she's cool with it, because now some women look at that as competition, or some women look at that as, hey, I got to step my game up so I can be the main chick. And it's crazy because women appreciate a lot. A lot of times they don't say it, right? A lot of times women said, I want love, honesty, and commitment. That's usually their three go-tos, right? But I've seen a lot of women that really, really appreciate a man that is honest. Now, when I say honest, like I said from the beginning, a lot of people are thinking about commitment or let them know I got a wife. No, I'm not talking about that type of honesty. I'm talking about the type of honesty of what he wants out of this particular relationship, or how he really feels about her. That's the honesty that an older, mature man gives a woman. He lets her know. Now you have a lot of immature older men too. I'm not saying that that just because he's older he's going to be mature. No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is, most older men, a lot of older men that are mature are going to be honest with their feelings. Right? Because a lot of older men, mature men, and when I say older, I'm not saying 80, 90 years old. Listen, you can start at 30 years old and be grown, 25, 27 and be mature, older men, right? And they're going to be honest with their feelings. They're going to let the woman know how they feel. They don't have to play no guessing game. And usually another reason why a lot of younger women love to go with older guys, because The older men, the mature men, they know what they want out of a relationship. They know if they want to start a family. They know if they're ready to start a family. They know if they're ready to settle down. They know about financial literacy. They understand about credit, right? They have a good grips on it. They may not know everything, but they pretty stable. They know how to. Older, mature men may not have the best credit, but he knows how to keep some money coming in them doors. He's not going to sit down and play video games all day and just not make no money. A mature older man is going to have that money coming in like clockwork, period. Right? Mature men will have that money coming in like clockwork. And it goes back to the original point that I said, women, you love stability, right? I've seen, watch this. I've seen a woman leave a handsome gentleman that was popular, right? For a man that didn't look that good because he has stability. Women love and cling to stability. That's one. I would say that's the number one thing. But the point that I wanted to bring out today in this episode was honesty, right? They're honest. But I really want to share this with both sides of the fence, men and women. Stop playing with people's emotion. Don't do it. Listen, too many of y'all are playing with people's emotions, and this is a road for disaster. Because I've seen people play with other people's emotions, and I've heard reports of them getting killed because if I can't have you, I've seen it. If I can't have you, nobody can have you. Right. And the whole time you were playing with this brother's emotions, making them think that you guys, I've been played before. Your boy has been played before. Right. And I make it my intent that when I was in the dating world, I'm not in the dating world no more. I don't plan on being in the dating world ever again. But when I was in the dating world, I made an intent. That's why and everything I'm telling you guys, I practice what I preach. At least I try to the T. When I was out there in the dating world, I didn't date multiple women at the same time. And the reason for that, the reason I say that I didn't do it and I don't recommend people doing it is because if you dating multiple people, everybody's going to come with some quality that you love and you hate, right? Everybody's going to have that. And now you begin to outweigh the ones that you love and the ones that you hate or the ones that you dislike, right? And it becomes confusing to make a decision. Why? Because this one does this and I love this one, but she does this one. I love this too. And this one does it. You know what I'm saying? So now you have so much to compare it to. Now what happens is when people date, a lot of men, when they date multiple women and they all bring something to the table that they absolutely love that's uniquely different, what happens is they keep them all collectively together, not like as a polyamorous, not like that, but they don't know about each other, but he keeping all three of them. And I'm this one on Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, that one, Friday, and it's so go on, whatever. But what happened is he'll get comfortable in that. And the reason a lot of younger women deal with older gentlemen is because they understand that this guy is going to be secured. He knows what he wants. He understands what he wants. He's not going to play with me, and he's going to make sure that he tells me how he truly feels. And since he tells me how he truly feels, watch this. I don't have to guess. I don't have to second guess. Is there another another woman involved? Is there a possibility that he's going to leave me for his mate? I don't got to worry about all that because he's going to be honest. I don't have to second guess. I know what it is. So, but the biggest portion that I really want y'all to take away is stop playing with people's emotion. Because when you play with people's emotion, people, watch this, they don't even have to be no street girl or no street guy. They don't have to be no gangster, right? Because when you play with people's emotion, that's one of the strongest things that you can play with is somebody's emotion. You play with their emotion. They don't have to be a killer to turn into a killer. I just thought that it was a good need and a good reason to put that out there. I'm done, y'all. Listen, I ain't got no more talking for y'all, for real. Like, stop playing with people's emotion. Like, I think I did a good job breaking it down. This is why a lot of younger women deal with a lot of older guys, because they're stable, but they're going to be honest as well. But men and women are like, listen, y'all stop playing with these folks' emotions. You keep on playing with these people's emotions, you're going to find yourself coming up short, period. Point blank, period. And it doesn't fail. It does not fail. I've seen women play with men's emotions and it did not end well for them. Not just talking about killing them. I'm just saying like it didn't end well for them. Right? Like, I mean, just everything just failed. And I believe in this before I leave. I had to tell you this. I believe in this. What goes around comes around. I believe that you will have to drink that cup that you poured out. Point blank, period. You're going to have to drink that thing. You're going to have to drink that cup. You know, some people call it what goes around comes around, karma. You know, the Bible says you reap what you sow, right? So you give it out, you're going to receive it some way, somehow. So what I like to tell people, do people the way that you want to be done, period, right? Like, just do right by people. Stop playing with people's emotion. Be honest, fellas. Be honest. Ladies, be honest. Because one thing a person cannot handle in most cases is a play with heart. Love you guys. Be active. What's going on, family? I want to say thank you for rocking with us during this episode. We have been so excited to drop this episode. I'm glad that you made it to the end. This is what I want you to do. If you have any takeaways from this episode, leave it in the comments. We want to hear your thoughts. We want to hear how you feel. I want to bring content to you that's relevant to you, that'll help you change your life, because you already know our mission here at AOS Inspires, AOS the podcast, is to empower the world to never give up, one conversation at a time, one interview at a time, one video at a time, to help you live life at the next level. This is what I need you to do. I need you to like, subscribe, share this episode. If it spoke to your life, share this episode with somebody. Why? Because you are connected to some people that we're not connected with. And with that connection together, we can empower the world to never give up. I'm Mr. AOS Inspires. This is AOS the podcast. I can't wait to see you next week. Just in case you didn't know, we drop every single week, 3 times a week. Mondays, 8 a.m., Wednesdays, 8 a.m., and Fridays, 8 a.m. You need to catch an episode. Matter of fact, catch all 3 episodes. It's going to be fire. I promise you it's going to help you doing your everyday life. It's going to help you get to the next level. Let's go.